Hi, Mr. Collins. My name is Troy Stein. My daughter Mary is in one of the science programs, specifically physical science, 10th grade, and she is quite a bit behind in it. Not your fault, it's hers, and we take responsibility for that. So what we did is we tried to get a tutor, and it didn't really work. So I sat down tonight and started going through the book. Just trying to refresh things that, frankly, I wasn't very good at high school on, despite college degrees, master's degree. It just wasn't in physics. So this kind of stuff, it was tough for me. So I would go through the book, make sure I understood it, and then I would go through through this, and then try to go through the answers. And it's like, man, I'm missing something here. Now, this is not about her teacher. It's not. It's not about the book. It's not about the handouts. It is about, I think, and this might be worthy of a discussion with your faculty. It is the structure of the class, and it's traditional, which I get. It probably worked for you. Probably worked for your fellow teachers. I can tell you, for our part, it's not working at our home. And I could imagine in a place where there's a single parent, and they don't have time to dedicate to 2+ hours, at least thus far, of trying to get myself up to speed. Or parents who don't even have the money to spend on tutors. So here's the thought. I'm not an expert at physics. You guys are. One could argue that maybe I'm supposed to be spending money on tutors. Not sure. But something worth considering, and I'm sure you've heard about it, so please take this with all the goodwill that I intended, is two concepts. One is flipped classrooms, where the homework is done inside the classroom so that when the kids really get to the hard part, which is the homework, and that they're doing it in class with the teacher. The lessons are done by way of video. I don't care if you use Khan Academy. I don't care where the material comes from. The kids are watching that at home, taking notes, and then coming to class to work on, like I said, the tough part, the homework assignments, where they can ask help of somebody that's smarter than this idiot right here who can't figure out all of this stuff. Second, 4 chapters into the book, and it's clear she's lost. A gentleman by the name of John Bergman, Aaron Sams, began doing something with chemistry. You're probably familiar with him. Doing also something called the flipped classroom, but more importantly, a mastery approach to learning, which is that you don't go on from one chapter until you've gotten at least an 80% fluency in the content. It does require change, right? But from a parent's perspective, it's ridiculous that my daughter's on the 4th chapter when she probably can't do the 1st chapter. Once again, that's on her, right? She's supposed to keep herself up to speed, and we are supposed to stay on top of it. I get it. But from a system perspective, if the system did not allow her to move on, then you might not get to the end of a semester and have teachers be surprised when kids struggle so much on the finals. Or if you even were so bold as to have conversations with them, to talk with them about their understanding of mass and force, and find that they are pretty clueless. And the same thing goes with chemistry and the sciences. They're tough, right? I get it. But you would be able to find out those types of things if you went chapter by chapter and stopped and did not allow them to move on until they had mastered that chapter and were ready to move on. Please forgive me if this was pretentious of me. I do want the very best, because this is our 4th child that we're sending through the program. We have one more left to go. She'll be coming into Huron in a couple of years, and I hope I don't have to be doing this for another 6 years, trying to play the role of an expert that I clearly am not, because I don't get this, and I and I know you do, right? And I know that you do not have time in class to give one-on-one assistance the way it's structured now. There's a different way of doing it. I hope you consider it. I can connect you with John Bergman. I can connect you, he's a friend of mine. I can connect you because of the work that I've done in education. I can connect you with Gray Green out in Clintondale High School, who flipped his whole high school. So I'm happy to assist in any way that I can. Heck, I'd even give you our software that they use to record their lessons, and I would give it to your whole school if you wanted to. And I would give you training because from my perspective, I need this badly so that I can bring the stress level in my house down so that my kids don't hate school and so that we can get back to a place where they enjoy education, where they love it, because I love it and I want them to love it too. And I thank you again for your help and your efforts. I know this is a good fight and it's a one worth continuing fighting for. Thanks.